Welcome to the show again. It's been a couple of months. We've been busy kind of people, I guess. And
Been running
what kind of running?
back and forth. I went to New
Yeah,
York.
back and forth to the. You work, I don't, but I always have. It depends how I feel when I get up in the morning, and I don't say that facetiously. Sometimes I don't feel right, and I don't want to sit down for an hour and try to get my brain thinking too much. But anyway, I showed you coming into the building today. Did you notice that mural on the building?
Yeah,
On the side,
awesome.
there's a mural of the young lady Irene Zarutska, the one who was killed
Yeah,
on the
the girl
train.
that killed on
The
the
guy
train.
stood up behind her and just
She was texting. He slit her throat.
he just started stabbing
Stabbing
away.
her.
It's just a horrible thing. And someone drew a beautiful mural out here. It's right here on Sunrise Boulevard and US 1. So if anyone's in the area, you could see it coming up Sunrise and then right at US 1. And it's really a fine painting or mural of the young lady. And the reason I bring that up is because if you go to North Carolina or if you go to Providence, Rhode Island, where the mayor there, I think his name was Smiley or Smalley Brett, he actually had them take that down. And I don't want to get into politics on who they leave up, who they take down, but this was an innocent young woman. It caught a lot of media attention, and they took it down because it didn't represent the city values. We just live in a sick world, bro.
But what's their values? I don't understand.
The values, I suppose, are don't promote or don't grandize. Don't grandize a person's murder or whatever. But I think it's a wonderful statement and a testament to her and anybody. I'm not just singling out because of that one incident that was so televised. I mean, things
It
happen.
was so brutal the way it happened.
And things happen to people that should be recognized. But, again, we could talk politics all day, but we know that people on the other side, they only want what they want up. They only want to announce what they want to announce. It's just amazing to me, and then I'll get off the subject. I've been watching the mayoral race in L.A., and she won the primary. And
They still count the votes.
No, she won the primary.
No, they still count it, I thought.
And
like
no,
another week
well, I
it's
said
gonna
this
take, 'cause
morning.
of the
But
mail-in
anyway, the
ballots.
thing is with her, I mean, what does it take for people? They just don't care or something. How do you vote for someone that totally screwed it up? I mean, if I ever came back in a second life, I want to come back as a Californian and become a politician, because you could do no wrong. You could do anything you
But
want.
the governor race is tight. Matter of fact, Hilton's leading right now.
The governor race for
in California.
Yeah, that's tight. I don't know if he's leading
No, he
it.
was leading as of last night. I don't know.
But,
I went to bed. I
It's
was
just
watching my
remarkable to
Knickerbockers.
me in
How
New
about
York.
the Knicks? Let's talk about
Well,
some
go ahead.
sports.
Yeah, we're going to talk sports today.
okay.
So if you want to talk about the Knicks for a minute, go right ahead. I know you're
Let's
a
talk
sports
about the
fan.
Knicks. How about the Knicks, man? 13 in a row.
Yeah, man. I'm not a basketball fan. I didn't watch it last night. I was watching something else, but
They were down. They came back. They got.
But it is
they got a
exciting.
lot of heart. The
The
Knicks got a
thing-
lot of heart right now. They're playing with a lot of
the
heart.
thing that ruins basketball for me is the celebrities. Again, they ruin a lot of things for me. They sitting in the front row like they own the team, and it just bothers me. And not only that, I can't even imagine affording a ticket to a basketball
it's
game.
unaffordable right now for a regular.
It's like I heard these finals are like $3,500 for basic seats. For basic seats.
Way more than that. Way more.
And but yeah, no, I mean you're a sports fan. You always have been. By the way, this is Joseph, my brother, my wingman, and he enjoys being on the show. Sometimes worries about what he's going to say, and you really don't, because the conversation flows naturally.
Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want to.
I mean, I write some things down just so I can remember to bring them up, But yeah, so that was what I wanted to start out with, because
We're getting back to the Knicks too. So now you got the Knickerbockers who are just playing like lights out.
they play at home now. Not
Oh,
yet.
they're on the road, one more game.
And then
tomorrow night,
they go
come
3 to New York, right?
And matter of fact, in game 3, you're gonna have Mr. Donald Trump will be at the
I know
game.
that's going to be exciting. I saw on.
He's a big Knicks fan. He's the season ticket
I know.
holder.
I saw clips of him when he had courtside seats with John
yeah.
F. Kennedy Jr.
100%.
and he would hang out with him. And it's too bad he can't go sit down next to Ben Stiller and the rest
I'd
of the
love to
crew.
see that.
But you know what? Safety reasons, really. But
I'd love to see him sit next to Mandandy.
Mandini. Yeah. Well, he talks to Mandani.
Yeah,
He does, considering.
I don't know what's going on with that. He's too nice to him. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with him either. But that's a conversation for another
Isn't it
time.
a pleasure that we can be living in Florida and we ain't got to deal with any of that bullshit?
I always say that just from the policeman's point of view. Those poor guys in New York being filmed and they can't do anything. And it's also that split second that they think they're not allowed to do something could cost them their lives. And people don't realize that. It's just, let me spit in their face, let me throw snow at them, let me throw water on them. It's
just another reason to be living down here.
Yeah, they're not taking shit down here, I'll tell you that. And it's a shame, but you know what? Who do you blame?
It's normalized now.
Who do you blame? Who do you blame? New York voted for him. Now they got him.
Right.
And they voted for him overwhelmingly. So it wasn't something that he just won out of the blue. They voted for him overwhelmingly.
Overwhelmingly.
And whatever they want to deal with, they deal with. So I have to go to New York as you do, and we go up every.
I try never to go to
go.
JFK or LaGuardia. I try.
Well, I rent a car, so I go into JFK and rent a car out of there. But I'm looking at going up soon. But I'm in no hurry to go back to New York.
I can't wait to come back down.
And you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Florida. I have my pet peeves about Florida too. A lot of people don't. They're like, "How can you say that?"
Well,
there are things I didn't expect. You know, and things happen. And money's a big issue down here. And thankfully, I don't have to worry too much about going and look.
If you work, you should have no problem with it.
No, I don't know, man. You're set. Well, it's breaking even really. You pay your rent, you pay your car, you pay your insurance, and you buy your food. You're not left with a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah, well, depends on what you do, I guess.
But anyway, going on to sports, I want to move on to sports because you are now the co-author of. Hold that up, hold that up so people could see it. That is
By the Numbers.
By the Numbers. Explain the book.
Well, my man, Robert the General DeCanio, and me.
Who I know, of course.
You know, and me wrote a book. Rob actually did all the writing. I joined in as like an armchair analyst type guy.
Yeah, and we're gonna have Rob on when I get.
Rob's definitely. I don't want to talk too much about the book.
Well, you got to tell us a little bit about it.
It's basically about numbers and numbers. Like every ball player has a number on their jersey.
Correct.
It's every sport. You know,
and what's the premise that the people that are in the book or people
you got car racing, soccer.
Do they comment?
Well,
do people comment?
It's an interactive book.
It's an interactive book. So if I pick number 3, I'm going to say, all right,
everybody's going to have their own opinion. This is why the numbers are there to back it up. So for every number.
So it's an interactive book.
Yeah, my eye, certain numbers are just, untouchable.
Well, we argued about one number.
I'll give you a number right now, 99, right? It's Wayne Gretzky, my opinion.
Well, but it depends on what kind of sports fan you are.
Why?
Now, I would never pick Wayne Gretzky because I didn't know his number. I never watched hockey. So 99 for me is Aaron Judge.
Right.
And number 2 is Derek Jeter. You had someone else for number 2. But we could do that another time, like you said, when the General's on. It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's good. He came up with a great idea. Listen, we used to always go back and forth on Texas. Me, him,
and theoretically in the book, you also butt heads with numbers, right?
Yeah, well, it's amazing. We only agreed on 30%.
Wow.
Out of all the numbers.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you, right? We basically grew up together, right?
Yeah, but, he might have been into a sport you weren't into. I mean, were you into every sport? I remember us being into the 4 majors.
I picked a soccer player for a number. So we'll talk about that another time when he's here. We'll get an interactive thing. We'll get him on Zoom. And he'll tell you all about it.
I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he will.
And just putting it out there that it's on Amazon right now.
It's on Amazon
Author is Robert DeCanio.
Robert DeCanio.
Joseph Simone.
Joseph Joe Fat Simone.
And
as everybody knows.
Yeah, exactly. Even here, even on the podcast here, you're Joe Fats. And that's
420 pages. A lot of work you put in.
Yeah, but it's an easy read. It's not
It's an easy read because it's a lot of statistics towards the end of the book.
Okay, cool.
It's interesting because everybody's got an opinion of a number. Like you said, people, different sports, different ages, different eras.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Of course. I mean,
So,
it's not easy.
It'll be good. We'll probably butt heads on when we're talking about it also, me and the general.
We're not going to go through the whole...
We butt heads more than me and you butt heads, believe it or not.
That's pretty hard to believe.
That's
very hard to believe. But, well, I'm glad for you guys. I think it will be a success. I was talking to someone about it today, and they was in the diner, and they were saying, well, there's so many sports. But I go, no, this is kind of different. It's an interactive book. Your friend has one, you have one, and you just go through the numbers. It's not going to take you forever.
Like I said, everyone's going to have a different opinion.
Well, again, it's a matter of what sport you are into. Now, obviously...
And the age you are. I mean, someone who's growing up now is going to think like number 23 is going to be LeBron James. When everybody knows it's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
something
number
like
7 is going to be Mickey Mantle with me. I don't know.
Well, Mickey Mantle basically is Mickey Mantle. 7 isn't really too many.
No, I mean, there's some tough. Look, 42's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Mariana Rivera and Jackie Robinson.
Exactly.
But, well...
What's good about the book also is you'll be amazed of how many great people wore the same number. Until you start thinking, and you'll see the statistics next to it.
Yeah.
You'll be like, wow.
Oh, they have the statistics. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, every play in the conversation is even an honorable mention.
What was that goalie's name that you used to like when we were kids? Eddie Jacquemin. What was his number? 5?
Eddie Jacquemin, number 5. No, Eddie Jacquemin. He was number 1.
Yeah, so that's what it was, number 1. But you picked Billy Martin over Eddie Jacquemin.
Absolutely.
And
there's a few things there that are gonna bug you out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
One especially because it was a tough one for me, and after I made the pick, I was like, maybe I should have went with another guy.
Well,
but
you still could.
You can't argue the numbers. You can't argue the numbers.
You can't argue the numbers. And that's going to lead me into a little bit about sports today, too, because the other day was Lou Gehrig Day, June 2nd, and we all remember the speech he made in July, and here's a guy who, thank God that he was luckiest man on the face of the earth. But it led me to think of the other sports stars that...
Don't forget, his mother wanted to be an engineer.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find that with a lot of players and actors. And and he really was an iron horse. I don't know the official statistics.
The numbers are incredible. But that's an argument, too, number 4, right? You would think Lou Gehrig owns number 4, but there's a lot of great... you got... Bobby Orr. There's a lot of... I don't want to get into the
for
book.
me, it would be a baseball star before.
But if you read the book and you started looking at other people's numbers, you'd be like, wow, these guys had great numbers too. It's pretty argumentable. But Lou Gehrig was banging 180 RBIs, bro.
But the thing with him...
Guys like that, you'd have to give half the team
He did that speech with a very grateful tone that, he was... And he didn't... Afterwards, he got sick and eventually he died. But
that came from his heart, that speech.
Here's what I did. I started to think about the reverses of that, where in baseball especially, I'm more of a baseball nut than any other sport. So you take baseball and we talk about guys with their numbers. There are guys in the Hall of Fame that probably don't deserve to be there.
100%.
And then there are guys that are not in the Hall of Fame that do deserve to be there. And so the dynamic of that pulls people's mental. I read somewhere that, especially in sports, you're a global person after you become famous. And it's very, like, in other words, Bill Buckner comes to mind. Here's a guy who was an outstanding hitter and probably a Hall of Famer, will always be remembered for the error he made in Game 6 of the World Series.
100%.
And there are people on the reverse of that who might have had 1 or 2 Hall of Fame games, and they're in the Hall of Fame. So it's I guess it's luck, it's spiritual.
It's also some of the writers, if they like you.
But Bill Buckner came to mind because I don't think the guy had a moment's peace afterwards. But then there's the other ones.
He actually had a
that, like, remember Donnie Moore? He gave up the home run to
California
he killed
Angels.
himself.
He killed himself, 100%.
So it's like the dynamic is
Mitch Williams, another guy.
Mitch Williams. And just recently, the reason I bring it up is the hockey player, Lemieux.
Oh, yeah,
he just killed himself. And they're saying, well, it always bothered him that he wasn't in the Hall of Fame. I mean, you got to really have a big ego. Otherwise,
I'm curious to see what happened with that.
You could be crushed by one incident. And it almost makes me say, whoever wants to do it, is it worth it? I mean, to be an outstanding baseball player, football player, or anyone else, and then have one incident.
Well, look at it this way. Look at Brunson right now, right? This kid Brunson.
He's supposedly the best Knick ever, right?
No.
Well, top 5.
Maybe if he wins this championship, I may be top 3. You got Clyde Frazier.
Yeah, no, I know.
The guy.
Well, what happened that you were going to say?
Well, people are talking about that now. If Brunson wins the greatest Knick, how can he be the greatest Knick? You got Clyde Frazier who won 2 championships.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Clyde Frazier's like the Joe Namath the Joe Namath of basketball.
He will be, but if Brunson does win this, he will be like Mr. New York, like when Messier won the cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Messier did a lot of things in his career with the Edmonton Oilers, but when he won that cup, man, in New York, bro, that was it.
Yeah, no.
He can be anywhere he goes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can have a career based on 1 or 2 good things. I mean, even though Messi had more than 1 or 2, but you can. There are some players that have, like Bucky Dent was an example.
Correct.
One of the worst hitters in baseball ever, average-wise. Bucky Dent is famous and will always be famous.
Bucky fucking Dent.
For a home run in 1978. So his was the opposite of like a Bill Buckner.
Correct.
Who was a great hitter, but he made that ground ball go through his legs. And so, but I read that's very tough for them because they feel that they have an image. And sports, more than a lot of other professions, strive for perfectionism. And so when something doesn't go perfect, now I can give you another example who didn't crack up because of it. Mariano Rivera, the greatest relief pitcher in baseball, blew the World Series in 2001 for the Yankees. The year they should have won because of 9/11 and all of that.
Yeah, no.
He threw the ball over the second baseman's head, and the Arizona Diamondbacks won the game. But, you didn't hear of him a week later, 3 weeks later, losing his mind. So, and the reason I bring this up is because I for the youth as well. When we were in Little League.
But it's funny you bring that up, right? All the things that he's done in his career, right? To be known for, right? All the championships.
Which he is known for.
But I'm just saying, but the thing that's sticking out is the thing that he fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. But it didn't stick out as much as with the other characters. Because
he's got a lot of good things.
Personally, he has the spirit, man. He's a God-fearing guy. He didn't let it destroy his mind. I don't think. I don't know the guy personally.
No.
But he really, he came out of it. Let's put it that way.
100%.
And so the dynamic of that, when we were kids, when you struck out, did it bother you?
Hell yeah.
When I struck out, I made the last out in not a championship game, but like a Little League playoff game. I struck out at a ball in the dirt. I freaking cried, man. And if you remember baseball camp, Doc Keeps, the counselor at the baseball camp frowned on that. If he saw kids crying, he'd be like, "There's nothing to cry about. This is
Vinny, you can't be crying.
This is baseball." And so, but perfectionism or doing something that you strive for that doesn't work out, it affects a lot of people. And a lot of my show,
a lot of people turn to drugs.
Alcohol.
A lot of things.
I mean, there are people that aren't in the Hall of Fame that have maintained their ego, like Alex Rodriguez and, Barry Bonds, but those guys can maintain their ego. There are other guys that can't believe they're not in the Hall of Fame.
Guys like Pete Rose.
Yeah,
Pete
Rose.
He died.
They messed with him bad, man. And I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to feel sorry for people that make billions of dollars in today's game. Like you guys have, what's his name?
But the players back in the day, it wasn't really about the money, man. I don't think.
Are you kidding me? Mickey Mantle, if he made $60,000 in a year,
they
it was
played
because
they wanted to play, and they strived on excellence. These guys today, man, sports today is so different, than growing up. I mean,
yeah, but I still recommend it for kids.
Growing up, it was like.
I mean, for boys anyway.
Like they cared more. They're more interactive. These guys now, man, they're just really all about the money. They jump teams.
That's the thing. They jump. Well, Aaron Judge stayed with the Yankees, took a big loss. Yeah. He was offered more money.
Some guys are good like that.
But the guy that you got,
Trout.
Soto, he went for the money, man.
Yeah,
He went where he was gonna go, and now he's on the last place team. But
second to last.
well, whatever.
They're climbing.
Yeah, they're climbing. And so the thing is that I guess what I'm trying to bring out there is for the young people, don't give up. If something goes
Follow
bad,
your dream. When it
follow
comes to
your
sports.
dream, whatever it is. It's tough to begin with. So if you don't have the tenacity to follow your dream, it's even tougher. And that's anything really, whether
Dude,
it's
we played
entertainment.
sports our whole lives, right? Went to
Oh,
baseball
we
camp.
loved it. I was hoping
Every day after school, we had Little League.
every
we played
day.
Little League.
Stickball off the stoop, really crazy stuff. Always active.
Everything. Always doing something. Always in the schoolyard. You know what I mean? Every day.
Always. Yeah. No, it was a great thing.
Meadow Park, playing football.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
wasn't a
even got
big football
together.
guy. I wasn't big enough, but yeah, no, I know a lot
We
of
had
guys.
the Falcons back in the day.
I remember. Yeah.
Used to
And
play
as a
everybody.
matter of fact, there's a guy on Facebook that you guys probably know. He still posts all those old pictures of the football. William Joseph or William.
I don't know, I know Joey. Joey Shimante posted
No,
a
I
lot of
know. I
stuff
know
from back
Joey
in the
too,
day.
and I don't want to start
He loves
rattling
his football stuff. No, but I'm saying
because people might not want to hear
we
their
used to
names.
do a lot of football stuff. Back.
But I see it. But you know what? They put it out there. They put all the football stuff out there, and so that's what I wanted to touch on today because of that. It was something I was watching. It hit me, and I was like, wow. You know, some guys could take it all the way, and some guys, you know, and I really believe that Bill Buckner is a prime example because he's not in the Hall of Fame because.
But he
of
got
that.
his due. He won his.
I mean, he
World
was a 300
Series.
lifetime hitter.
Yeah,
I
and he
believe.
also
He
went
didn't
back
get
to
his World
Fenway.
Series.
He went back to Fenway.
I don't think he got his World Series.
Bill
No,
Buckner.
that was the year the Mets surprised them. He wasn't on the Red Sox in 03. That's almost 20 years later.
No, but didn't he go to another team after?
Oh,
that?
I don't even know that. But
I'm probably wrong on that.
yeah, so that's my theory on players who can't take the compression or the pressure, and it's something I wanted to mention because, like I said, everything there's a yin and a yang in life, and everything is balanced, and the stronger ones seem to survive, as they say. But you know what? I don't want to call anyone weak either. I suppose if I was a relief pitcher in Major League Baseball and gave up a home run that cost my team the World Series, I don't know how I would have reacted or would have
I
reacted.
definitely wouldn't kill myself, but I would definitely not be happy about it.
Yeah. So with that said, is there anything else that interests you besides the Knicks this week, or?
The Knickerbockers were basically taking up a lot of my time.
Oh, that you watched every game?
Yeah, I've been watching the playoffs.
And
I'm
who's
not a
the-
basketball guy, but
No,
the
I'm
Knicks
not.
are in it.
I'm not either.
The Knicks are in it, I'm watching.
I might. They're not playing tonight, right?
No, tomorrow night.
No. Well, you know, and it takes away from the everyday life of annoying things. Like, you know, I have a segment about everydayisms, things that could annoy you that don't annoy other people. There's a lot of things that annoy me that won't annoy you. And yesterday it was the phones again. I'm in a doctor's office. Guy's on his fucking phone, man. In the office with people sitting there quiet as mouses, reading books, and he's on his phone like he's home.
Right.
And I swear I came so close to saying, are you fucking kidding me?
Why can't you go outside?
You know, and then the same thing, you know, because you drive for a living. Every car that slows down, you pull next to them, they're on their fucking phone. Now, I'm not an angel on my phone, but you have to be.
But in this day and age, you should be able to have the Bluetooth. Where you
I
don't need
do.
to
I
go-
have that. I
So-
talk
so
on
why-
Bluetooth.
why would your
Well,
phone
because
be an
they're
issue?
texting too.
Yeah, well, that's a different story, texting and driving.
I mean, and it just
The
drives
worst
me
with
nuts.
the driving is the women with the eye makeup at the light. I mean,
They
really,
still do that,
you
huh?
ain't got- yeah.
Well, what bothers me about the phones
You
is
ain't got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or some women.
there
I guess
isn't
you need
a
a half hour to
human
make up your
being
mug. I don't know.
that does not have that phone attached to them. And I'm guilty of that myself. I watch TV sometimes at nights, and when the commercial comes on, bang, TikTok and I'm like, what am I doing? It's not even.
It's addictive.
It really is. The phones are addicting, and it's safe to say that more people than not are texting when they're driving. They're looking on social media, and it's all bullshit, but they're doing it anyway. And I'm one of them. Like, I can go on Facebook today and find 10 things in the first hour that aren't true. that are bullshit. Pictures with
Facebook,
other
bro,
celebrities.
Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook account.
AI. I could find all kinds of things, and the same with TikTok.
I like the AI stuff on TikTok.
But the TikTok is funny at times. But
I love it actually.
Yeah,
TikTok's pretty funny, very entertaining.
It's very entertaining until some nut job believes what they see and then goes crazy. So they might have, let's say you have a girlfriend you're in love with, or someone has a wife they're in love with, and some other idiot puts that woman on Facebook kissing him on AI. Guy loses his fucking mind. I mean, that's when it's going to come to a whole, shit like that, But yeah, the Trump stuff is hilarious.
All of it.
All of it is hilarious.
I love the baby Trump stuff.
Oh, that's great too.
Man,
that's great too.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be back in the studio because I haven't been, and I want to.
I hope they make some kind of animated series with that.
They might.
They should. They're hysterical, bro.
Oh, the baby stuff when Melania
Joe
says,
Biden.
"I bought you a gift."
What he does,
Melania, this is a beautiful gift.
Come on, man. Me and Corn Pop. Hysterical, bro.
It's amazing. I don't even know how to make one of those.
I crack up.
Our other brother does. He's got.
Tom's Mr. AI.
Mr. AI, yeah. But I honestly don't even know how to make
I just watch him crack up. It's freaking. He does Elon, everybody.
It's great.
He does McCartney, the guy Kennedy.
Is it the same person that
Same guy, man. Same guy.
That does all that AI stuff?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't know about all the AI stuff, but he does all the Trump stuff.
Trump stuff.
And then I love Pratt's commercials. Spencer Pratt.
Yeah. I think
amazing.
he's got a shot of beating her. And she's tearing him up, but she is such a useless person.
Dude,
and
it's
again,
unbelievable. Anybody could, like you said, could vote for that same
repetitious
who
negative
would want
stuff.
to live like that, man?
People
you got
do.
shit burning.
Anything not to have, everything not to have.
Cities, and you're paying
everything
$6
not to
for a
have
gallon of gas.
Any kind of Trump. Now, my daughter called me the other day because she called me and she was at the gas station in California. $7.
That's insane, man. Gas is going down. It's down 60 cents in the last 4 days.
$7 in San Diego. And but people vote for the same thing because they hate the other side. It's not a matter of principle. It's a matter of hatred. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but how's your hate overtake the way of your life is? You know what I mean? To make your life better.
Well, we'll have someone. Maybe we can have someone on the show.
They are living.
Attack them
their
or
quality of life in California. Unless you got money, I don't know. I don't know who's voting out there.
It's not just California. It's New York. I asked my friend's wife, who's very anti-Trump. I say, okay, I get that. I get it. Why are you anti-Trump? Other than you don't like him. Tell me why you're pro-immigration, the illegal immigration. So if you're anti-Trump, you're pro-everything else. Can't answer me.
I never have an answer.
And again, I like to have someone on the show to debate with about it. I don't want it to get too rough. But because I'm pretty fair.
It won't be a debate because there's really not a debate.
There's nothing to debate about. They don't.
Nothing to debate about. You're watching these cities crumble, dude.
Crumble.
You're watching these cities crumble.
And again, my heart goes out to.
Here's two people that left New York.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we didn't leave New York because of that.
Yeah, I left New York for a lot of reasons.
We didn't live in the city, so we don't have to worry about it.
Well, here's a perfect example, right? The guy, New York City's budget, right? It was out of whack. So he decided to balance the budget. So
Right.
he I balanced the budget. How'd you balance the budget?
But
you borrowed money from the state. So now everybody who lives in New York State has to pay for New York City's problems so it becomes your problem living in Long Island. It becomes your problem living upstate because now it's a state problem because the money's being transferred from the city to the state. They got to pay that money back.
Well, not to argue politics.
You couldn't put that billboard in New York.
No
of
way.
that white girl.
Take it down.
There's no way you could put that up
Take
there.
it right down.
They would take that right down.
My argument with the left is it's just really pretty simple. I mean, everything that you vote against, you're voting for.
Right.
And there's just no reason for that. Right. Common sense dictates there's no reason for a lot of that stuff. Don't you want to live a good life? Don't you want to live a prosperous life? But I really believe handouts.
They call Trump a king, right? He's a king. What's Joe Biden?
Right.
Take the shot or you lose your job. Take the shot or else you can't do this. Take the shot or else you can't do that. When did Trump ever implement
dude, I could
something
sit
that
here
you
all
have
I
to
could
do.
sit here all day and talk about it, but there's 1,000 podcasts right now talking about
Right.
that. It is what it is.
They all loved Trumpy before he became president.
know that.
There's video left and right.
But
There's video of Joe Biden talking down on every nationality.
yeah,
Back in the day.
because they're sick
They're
human
just,
beings.
Yeah, they're just blind. And that's
And-
just life in the Big Apple, man.
Yeah, the
That's
Big
why
Apple.
I live in the orange now.
You live in the orange. Hopefully it'll stay orange. Hopefully I don't. The governor, the one guy running for governor, looks like he's ahead a little
Yeah,
bit.
well, he's awesome. Byron McDaniels is
Yeah,
great.
but nothing is fact until the election, man, and that's the way it goes.
New York could get saved if they vote Blakeman in and get her out.
I don't think he'll win because of the insanity.
If he doesn't win, New York's going to be in bad shape.
New
for the
York's
next
in
3,
bad
4
shape
years.
right now.
Well, it's gonna-
You can't
it's gonna
afford a
get
home
worse.
on Long Island.
It's gonna get worse.
Like my children, without help, they can't just walk into a nice neighborhood, buy a house, and pay the taxes.
No.
Without my daughter and her husband working fabulous jobs. It's just the way it is. But it's getting crushing down here, and that's a subject for another time. I just want, because I talk about it all the time anyway. Who's ever on my show, we get
You
into.
understand? It's supply and demand. Everyone's
doesn't
moving
matter.
down here. Everyone's
This
going to start
was-
moving here. They're going to raise the prices.
Well, then it's not going to be the best place to move to anymore.
Well,
Not in my opinion.
it'll still be better where you're coming from.
Not all the time.
Well, you would.
No, I'm being honest, not all
Well,
the
it
time.
depends on where you're
I
going,
lived in a
that's
good
right.
little town in Long Island. I walked to the beach.
Right.
You know, the only detriment was the weather. In the winter, it was horrible for me.
Well, now the winters are worse. It's already June 1st, and they're finally getting 80-degree weather. You want to live in that
Yeah,
shit
but
for
I
7
mean,
months?
it's up to the person. Some people like it just for style. I mean, some people like wearing shorts and t-shirts every day. I have a closet full of clothes I haven't even worn since I moved here because it's too hot. But anyway, I'm Vincent the Coparazzi. The quiet, subdued conversation today. We could have got it heated with the politics, but I wanted to talk sports because of, here, hold that cup up, because of By the Numbers. It looks like a nice cover anyway. I don't know who
Did
designed
a great
it.
job. The general designed that. That was a great
He
job.
designed the cover?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll let
that's-
him talk about it.
That's fabulous.
He'll have a lot to say, believe me.
That's my cup, the Coparazzi. That's my hat, the Coparazzi, on YouTube. So I can be
You
seen
can
on
get the
YouTube.
book on Amazon.com.
Yeah, I said that
By
already.
the numbers.
I know what I'm doing here.
You got a Kindle $9.99, the paperback $29.99, and if you, the hardcover $64.
Yeah, that's a
That's
tough
for the
sell.
big shots.
You know, when I wrote my books, I none of them came out in hardcover. I was ridiculous because who's going to buy? And I'm not. Again, this is nothing a knock on the general.
I got some big shot clients that might buy it.
Well, not my book, but the sports thing. Maybe you're right. Who knows? You know, if I was a real wealthy sports aficionado, I might buy the hardcover just to have. I bought a book yesterday, Barnes and Nobles, that people wouldn't buy. It was.
Well, if we could get a book
it was
signed
a
by
table.
some miracle, then you get the hard copy and we get to sign it.
You could sign any copy.
I think it'd be better with the hard copy.
I've signed a lot of copies with my soft covers, but so that's
Did you
my.
do a book signing?
Yes,
No,
I did.
no, you
Did a
didn't.
couple of them
When?
here in Florida. I did one at.
Where was I? I was living down here. I
No,
wasn't
you weren't
living
living here. And
'Cause
in,
I
New,
would've
and
went.
New
I don't
York, I
remember.
did a couple of low key bookstores, not Barnes and Noble. You had to really be someone to be in Barnes and Noble or Borders at the time. No, I did them in like town bookstores and
Really?
yeah, I've done my share of that. And it's just a difficult. Again, you talk about difficulty. There are authors who wrote one book and became the most famous people in the world, and authors who wrote 10 books and couldn't get it published traditionally. So it's, again, life is full of luck, determination, and the key is to keep it focused. And if you have to bail out, that's okay. I believe it's okay too. 'Cause I'm in a very lazy mood right now lately. I love doing nothing. I know you love working.
I get bored too early.
Nah, man,
I can't sit home, dude. It's just boring to me.
And this to me is a
I mean,
lot
what
of,
do you
not
do?
only a lot of fun,
what are we doing? Watch a talk show, soap operas,
No, I don't
movies?
watch talk shows and soap
I mean,
operas.
I need to be
I-
out.
Well,
I need to be out of the house, out and about.
yeah.
That's what's good about the Uber thing. I get in the Uber, I drive a few hours, I get out there and I meet people.
Well, listen, man, I don't like to make the shows too long because when they're too long, people get, okay, enough. So I think we're pretty good at where we are. And I thank you for
What
coming
did we
up.
do, a half hour?
We did about 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. And
Time goes by like that.
it goes by quick. That's why I say if you could fit in whatever you want to say. The beauty about my position here is I write things down. So if I did, like there was something else I wanted to talk about today, but it was totally off topic. It was about dating. And that's always going to be a topic with anyone.
Right.
So I write it down and I'll bring it up next time. And anyone would like to come on my show, watch my show, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram and TikTok. All Vincent the Coparazzi. The Coparazzi. And that's it. So thank you.
/ Joe Fats.
/ Joe Fats. If you get a little
Dude,
bit
I
of...
want to end every show by saying,
Go ahead.
Love you, Mom.
Ditto. Thank you.